welcome to the channel! So, you're a VTuber or content creator and you would love to make content full-time, but this could be a really tough goal to achieve. For some of us, to fund our temptation of getting millions of skeps and VGen commissions, or even just to have a setup that doesn't lag every time you boot up a game, you need a job. But wait, if you need a job, it means you gotta write a CV? What do you even put on your CV? Professional anime character? Certified gremlin streamer? That might not fly well with corporate HR, but that doesn't mean your VTuber skills aren't valuable. Today, I'm going to show you how being a VTuber or creator can actually give you some serious job skills that you can flex in the professional world. Because I myself am a corporate girly. I know, depressing. And I have included all of these as part of my own CV to get the current job that I have. So I know you can do that too. So let's hit it! First up, content planning and project management. If you ever plan a stream schedule or any kind of event, manage deadlines for video releases, guess what? That is project management. Even though the phrase might sound a little bit serious, a lot of things VTubers and content creators do on a daily basis is project management. But let's break it down further. Project management includes you setting out goals like subscriber milestones, content series. You probably could include a weekly schedule in there if you try to stick to it and make adjustments along the way to fit with your other priorities that might come up. It's also about managing resources, so it's not just about your time or energy, but also working with other artists or planning collabs with other streamers, and also troubleshooting issues like when your mic decides to stop working right before a stream. That everyone can relate to. You also probably learn to balance a long-term and short-term project, like working on a big event stream, for example, a subathon or donathon, while keeping up with regular uploads across all different social platforms. So your CV could say something like this: content creator and project manager, developed and executed content plan, managed schedules, coordinate collaborations to engage audiences and grow brand presence. That sounds a lot more official than I stream sometime, right? I also have another video on project management with a free Google Sheet template if you would like to organize your content and project better, and you can find a link to that video in the description. Next up, multimedia production. Editing videos is like solving a puzzle while your PC threatens to explode. But it's also a really marketable skill. The same for the ability to use graphic design and also the understanding of what catches audience eyes. You probably know how to edit for pacing or engagement and storytelling, making sure the energy stays really high and people don't click away. Don't leave me! You also likely use editing software like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, meaning you have technical skills that can be key in this world driven by marketing and visuals. And you can also create some kind of graphics, adding in subtitles, maybe even motion effects, which fall under multimedia production and graphic design. A super useful skill across a lot of industries. So you can try listing video editing and digital media production, created engaging multimedia content using software like Premiere Pro, After Effects, Photoshop, whatever software that you use, edited videos for pacing, clarity, and engagement, applying motion graphics and audio enhancements to optimize viewer experience. Not bad for someone who just wanted to make some silly memes. Next one is social media and community management. Being a VTuber or content creator, chances are you have a community, no matter how big or small. In order to grow, there definitely are some elements of community management involved, and you likely do it yourself with some help from your wonderful mod team. This includes you interacting with chat, running fun Discord server events like movie or game nights, or even replying to comments and dodging weird DMs. Even though it seems so obvious and simple sometimes, these daily things that you do can be classified as community moderation, event coordination, and even customer support sometimes. You always need to be on top of the latest trends in the space, knowing what to join, what not to join in alignment with your own persona and your branding. Produce content that not only is timely, but also engage audience over time across different platforms. That's one hell of a job. So here's how to put that in a CV. Social media and community engagement. Manage and grew an online community and implemented targeted content strategies. Developed and moderated digital space to foster a positive and interactive audience experience. And HR doesn't even need to know about all the curse memes you send at hecking 3 a.m. because what is a sleeping schedule? Am I right? Okay, moving on to networking and collaboration. This next topic can be a bit sensitive due to a lot of negative experiences in the VTubing space, but I don't think it should be like that. Networking is an amazing way not to just grow, but to know more cool people and work on more amazing projects. Even find friends for life when it is done in the right way. I myself started VTubing at the end of 2020, and a lot of my close friends to this days have been from, the OG VTuber networking threads back in the day when we didn't use it just for engagement farming, and also through some super silly collab projects. Before I ramble on about this topic, if you do want me to make a video on networking and collab etiquette, then let me know in the comment. Let's circle back to the focus at hand, our superstar CV. You can add professional networking and communication skills. So you learn how to pitch yourself effectively and present ideas in a way that excites others, especially if you host, collab projects, special events, any kind of special things running in your stream or your content series. Yeah, you are pitching your ideas to others and you encourage others to join you. That is a skill in itself. You practice working with different personalities and managing expectations in a collaborative setting. You also develop conflict resolution skills because, let's be real, not every collab goes smoothly. Therefore, you can try listing something like networking and collaboration, establish professional relationships with content creators, coordinated and executed collaborative projects, and manage communication to ensure smooth teamwork and successful content production. Congrats! You are now a networking pro! Next up is time management and productivity. The fifth skill that you can include in your CV as a content creator is time management. So balancing streaming, social media, video editing, and real life, that's elite level time management right there. Even though this seems to be overlapped with project management a bit, it's actually slightly more specific. And also, it never hurts to include specific keywords in your CV, as HR would tend to skim through the documents to find the most suitable candidates quickly. Being a content creator, we have to juggle a lot of things, so you likely know how to prioritize tasks to meet content deadlines. You also maybe batch content and use scheduling tools to stay consistent, and maybe you're one of those rare beings who have figured out how to prevent burnout while keeping up with your audience expectation. And if that's the case, please enlighten us. We desperately need some tips here. Joking aside, on a CV, this could look like time management and productivity, effectively manage content schedules, optimize workflow efficiency, and utilize automation tools to maintain a consistent content pipeline while balancing multiple responsibilities. Seriously, after juggling all this, corporate deadlines should be a breeze. Moving on, problem solving and adaptability. I feel like everyone could relate to this. Not every VTuber journey is smooth sailing, and we learn so much along the way. We tend to focus on trying our best to do what's right, but sometimes we neglect how much we know about what not to do. It is just as valuable as knowing what works. In a professional work environment, as well as in life, we will encounter failure and discouragement and challenges, and being able to deal with and learn from them is actually a critical skill for everybody. So maybe you've seen some low engagement in your stream and you look and analyze on how to adjust your marketing strategy, what you're gonna post or what you're gonna be focusing on or talk about in stream. You need to deal with technical failures like your mic being muted or OBS suddenly updates, which tends to happen at key moments. So that would improve your problem-solving skills. You also probably know how to handle negative feedback in a positive manner. That can build resilience and adaptability. This would then translate to problem-solving and adaptability, identified and addressed content challenges, adjusted strategies based on performance data, and developed resilience in a fast-paced digital landscape. Sounds cool, right? Last but not least, analytics and data interpretation. If you ever analyzed your analytics and adjusted your content accordingly, you are also data savvy. You probably know about some of the performance metrics like, watch time, engagement rate, CCV. You might know the basics of A/B testing, for example, with YouTube thumbnails. And you might also have experimented different content styles. You make data-driven decisions to improve growth. If so, on a CV, you can try analytics and data interpretation, monitor digital performance metrics, implemented data-driven strategies to optimize engagement, and adapted content based on audience insights. You're not just vibing, you're strategizing. So, fellow VTubers and content creators, you're not just making content, you are developing a full-on professional skill set. And don't tell me that you don't do any of this and you're so lazy. Nuh-uh. You gotta acknowledge and be aware of all the hard work that you've been putting into your content and your journey. Please be proud of it and make sure to show it off in your CV. Next time someone asks, what do you even do as a VTuber? Hit them with the CV power move. You probably can also tell your family these are all the things you do, and they would be like, wow! What other VTuber skills do you think translate into real-world jobs? Comment below. And if this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. See ya next time!